Alright, this is a video of how to build the Lego Handyman from Bioshock Infinite that I built. This may be more than one part. I hope not. It depends how long it takes me to put all this stuff together. I'm going to start with the body. So it requires these pieces, which if you've watched a lot of my other videos, you'll know that I like to use a lot because they're very convenient. It actually uses two of them. And it's going to start out with a 4x1 piece, with one of them going upwards like that, and the other one second from the bottom facing in the opposite direction, like that. Then you're going to take another 1x4 flat piece and stick it on the back like that. Then you take two 1x3s and put them on either side to stabilize the entire thing, like that. And then you take a piece like this, which is kind of like the others that I used, but it's smooth on two sides as opposed to having these on all four sides. So it's only got them on two, and it's smooth on the other two, and you just slide it into the bottom and attach it to the one that was placed upside down like that. So you have a little thing there, and one on the bottom and two on the sides right there. Okay. Next, you take two of these small slope pieces and put them on the bottoms facing upwards on either side of the 1x3s, like that. Then you take two small circular pieces and put them second from the top on both the front and the back. And then you take the two large circular pieces like this, and they attach onto both of these little pieces that you put on the front and the back, like that. Then whatever piece you decide to use for the window, this is, like I said in the other video, this is a snail shell. You know, whatever you want to use, you could just, use something of a different color. It doesn't really matter. That will go in the middle of the one on the front, which in my case is the gray one because it looks better in the front. I try to pretend this one's not white. And then just stick some head, whatever head you feel like using, right on top like that, so that piece that I used that was black is on the bottom. And there is the torso. That's the body of the Handyman. So now that that's done, let's go ahead and build the legs. I think I want to do the legs next. I already have one leg built as a reference, and there's no real point in building both legs. Just take what I do and reverse it for the other leg. It's pretty simple, plus I can use it to make sure I don't mess up with the design. I have a slight alternative here because what I use has a cut piece in it. I prefer the cut piece because I think it looks better, but when I get to that I will show an alternative for using a cut piece for those people that don't like to cut their Legos. First of all, I'm going to start with a foot. So I'm going to use a 2x3 flat piece. Use one of these little domes with two little pieces on the top. One of these dome pieces, and stick that on there like that. Then one of these pieces, I don't really know how to describe it, but it's pretty obvious what it is going to go on the back facing inwards, like that. And that's how you make the feet for both sides. I'm just going to put that down for a second and move on to this piece, which is a torso from a, it's one of Grievous's guards in the Star Wars sets. I use these and Battle Droid torsos for the arms. So I use both of these torsos, but these I use for the legs because I can take one of these pieces, which only has one of these little things in the front, and I can stick it onto there, and it can rotate, it can pivot on there. And I like that for the knee. I think that works pretty well. And you're going to use another small slope like was used on the torso, and you're going to stick it on here facing upwards like that. That is right. Yeah. Right? Now, other way around. I was looking at my reference. Yeah, that's why I keep the reference so I don't screw up. It faces backwards like that, facing downwards. Okay. I like to keep these relatively short, so I'll try to hurry up with this one. Might do the arm in another video. Then you're going to take, actually let's do the top first. Take one of these little flat pieces with a hook in it and just stick it on the top like that, facing inward, with this facing inward. I like it with that facing inward. I think it works better. And this is facing backwards right now. So there's that part of the leg. Now this knee joint is the thing that can vary. The version I use has one of these pieces, flat pieces with little circle in it, and a cut piece that I've used in a lot of other videos. I just kind of slide through until it's about even. And then I connect the next pieces the way you'll see me do it to this piece. I can't get it quite even, but that's how I do it. An alternative, if you don't like to cut, and by the way, this would go right on there like that. An alternative if you don't want to cut is this. Put it down in the same way. It's got one of these little T pieces and one of these little bottom hooks, and you can just kind of stick it in the same place, and it serves pretty much the same function. But I prefer it looking this way. And so you got that piece, and then you take two battle droid arms, bending downward, and you attach them to either side of this. I'm not very even, so this one's really unstable, but that doesn't really matter. And then you take your foot and simply attach it kind of in the middle like that. And there's your leg. You just bend this backwards and down like that, and you have a leg very much like the other one that you can build from that. And like I said, there's this alternative for the knee if you don't like to use cut pieces. And then to attach them to the body, you simply stick this part onto the little black piece that I used at the bottom on both sides like that. And then you can adjust them however you need to. Then, you know, all the adjustments that I showed in the other video, just use all those to adjust him so that he can actually stand with his feet flat on the ground, or whatever you want to do with him. Alright, so that's that part of the Handyman. This video is a little long. I'm not sure how much this camera can handle, and I don't know if I want to take it this long to download onto the computer, so I'm going to stop this video and then start up with another video just to finish off the arms. So I will see you in the second part.